If you want to see how visitors behave on your website, where they click, where they scroll, where they get confused, and what's stopping them from taking action, Microsoft Clarity is a completely free tool that gives you heat maps and session recordings. In this video, I will walk you through 3 different ways to install it on your WordPress website, from the easiest to the most advanced, so you can pick the one that works best for you, even if you are not a tech person. Here are the 3 methods we will cover today. Method 1. WordPress plugin, the quickest and easiest way. Method 2. Adding the code directly to your site. And method 3. Google Tag Manager, which is my personal recommendation if you are doing any kind of tracking on your website. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which one to go with, and let's get started. Before anything else, you need a Microsoft Clarity account. Go to clarity.microsoft.com. If you already have an account, just sign in with your preferred method. If you are new, you have to sign up and you will see these 3 options: sign in using Microsoft account, sign in using Facebook, and sign in using Google. I don't have an account yet, so I will be signing up with Google. Just click that, choose your Google account, click on continue, and you are into Clarity. Here first of all you have to confirm your email and then accept the terms of use. If you want to receive emails about Clarity products and services, then you can check it, otherwise leave it blank and then click on continue. Once you confirm your email and check the terms of use, then on the next step you will have to create your project. Here you can use it for website or mobile app. In this tutorial we are going to set this up for website, so we will fill the information about our website. Also, one thing to mention here, if you already have an account, then you can go to your Clarity dashboard, and here in your projects you will see a button that says new project, and here again you will see the same dashboard to create your new projects. Okay, so let's fill our information for website. In my case I am going to give it a name Mentormind, and my website URL will be mentormind.com, and you can select your preferred industry. In my case it is career and education, and then you can click on add new project. Here you can see that we are almost there, and you will see these 3 options to install on your website. As I am already using GTM, so here you can see that it says Google Tag Manager found, get Clarity set up in just a few clicks, and here is another option that says install manually and install using npm. So as I am going to describe all these 3 methods to you, so I will click on get tracking code so that I can explain everything to you. And here you see a code that connects Clarity with your website, and in this snippet you see this one which is our project ID. That is a short code which connects Clarity to your website. Keep this tab open because we will need that ID in all 3 methods. Now our first method is the plugin, which is the easiest method. So go to your WordPress dashboard, and in plugins go to add new and search for Clarity, or you can search Microsoft Clarity. You will get the same options. So here you can see Microsoft Clarity. I have already installed it and activated. So once it is active, then here you will see it at the left side. Click on Clarity. Here you can see it asks us to select a project or create new one. You can see that it already detected our project because I am logged into Clarity account in the same browser. Let's log into our website in a new browser. So let's see how it gives us the options to connect the Clarity using the plugin. Here you can see that I am into the Clarity plugin where I am not logged in to Clarity. So it says welcome to Microsoft Clarity, and here you have to sign in to your account that is associated with your Clarity account. So you can sign in using Microsoft or Facebook or Google. So I am not logged into my Google account in this browser. So here you can see that once you will sign into your account, then you will see this option. So you just have to select your project and then click on get started. So here you can see that once you select your project, then it will log into your dashboard and it will bring you to your project you have created and connected with your website. So here so you can see that how quick and easiest method it is. So now Clarity is running on your website, and here you can also see the information inside your website. So when should you use this method? This is perfect if you are not technical, if you have never touched code in your life, or if you just want to get this done quickly and move on. There is nothing to configure, nothing to break, and no coding involved. If you are a beginner, a small business owner, or someone who just wants Clarity running today without any issues, this is your method. You can start here. So now let's move towards the next method. Now the second method is adding the code directly to your website. To get the code, go back to Clarity dashboard, and in your install manually options, you have to copy this code. I copied this to my clipboard, and you can see that it is just a piece of JavaScript that looks a bit intimidating, but you don't need to understand it. You just need to copy and paste it. Now there are two ways to add it to your WordPress. The first and safer way is using a plugin, any code management plugin like WP Code or any other you are using. In my case, I am using Fluent Snippets. These plugins are designed for adding code snippets to your site without touching any files. You have to install your preferred plugin. There are different plugins like Header and Footer, WP Code, and in my case, as I am using Fluent Snippets, so I am going to add a new snippet. So here you have to add a snippet. Basically this is a JavaScript. So here you have to paste your code, then you can give it a name. In my case this is Clarity code. You can give any descriptive name for your snippet. Here you can also describe what it does, and you can also give it a tag, and here you can see where it should run. So we need to add this to our header. So select it, site-wide header, and then you have to create your snippet, and then you have to activate. Now your Clarity has been installed using your code management plugin. Here I just deactivated it because I am going to show you the next method. The second way is going directly into your theme files in Appearance, and then in theme file editor you have to go to your header.php file. Here you can see that we have our header.php file, and we need to add the code just before the closing head tag. So we need to find the closing head tag. Here you can see that our head tag is closing here, so you can give enter to make some space and then paste your code here. Then you have to update file, and then your Clarity code will be injected to your website. This also works, but I want to be honest with you about the risks. Here is the thing, editing theme files directly is risky if you are not comfortable with it. One small mistake, even a single missing character, can break your entire website. And if your theme gets updated, it will wipe your changes completely. You will lose your tracking. So if you go with this method, two things are non-negotiable. First, always use a child theme, so your changes don't get overwritten by updates. Second, always take a backup of your site before touching any file. Now here my honest recommendation is use any code management plugin. It gives you the same result without any of the risk. This method makes the most sense when you want fewer plugins on your site. Adding the code to your theme files makes sense when you want to use fewer plugins on your website and you are comfortable adding this without any errors. Adding Clarity code to your theme files makes sense when you want fewer plugins and when you are already comfortable managing code or when your developer is handling it. But if there are any doubts, then stick with the plugin option from the method 1. I am not going to save it because I already have this configured with the plugin. Okay, so now here we comes to our third method, and this is my personal recommendation. Now here we come to our third method, that is Google Tag Manager, and this is my personal recommendation for anyone who is already using Google Tag Manager on their site. If you are already using GTM to manage your Google Analytics, Google Ads, conversion trackings or anything like that, then adding Clarity through GTM is the smartest move. Why? Because everything lives in one place. You are not adding more plugins, you are not touching your website files, and you can control, test and update everything from single dashboard. It just makes your whole setup cleaner and more professional. So here I am in my GTM account, and you have to go to tags, and then you have to click. So here I am inside my GTM account, and inside tags you can see that I have multiple tags that I am using to track different things on the website. Here to add Microsoft Clarity tag, you have to click on new, and here you have to give a name to your tag. In my case I am going to give it a name Microsoft Clarity, and in tag configuration you can click on this pencil icon. Here you have to choose a tab for your tag. Let's click on Community Template Gallery, and here you can click on search icon and then search for Clarity. These are the templates that are already available in GTM, and you can import them and use them by one click. So once we search for Clarity, you can see that there are three results, which you can see that which the first one is from Lunatic, and the second one is Microsoft Clarity Official, and we are going to use this one. Click on it, and here you can see more information about this template. You have to click on add to workspace, and then it asks you to again confirm. You have to click on add, and here you can see that template has been added to our workspace. So here you just have to put your project ID. So again go back to Clarity, and in install manually option, this is our project ID. You have to copy this, and then in GTM here you have to put your project ID. So you can directly put it here, or you can also create a variable. So here you can see that there are different type of variables available in your account, but if you want to create a new one, then you can click on this plus icon and then give a name to your variable. In my case it is Clarity project ID, and then here in variable configuration you have to select constant. So in our case this is the constant variable, and then here you have to paste your project ID, then click on save. So now this variable has been saved to your workspace, and you can use it anywhere. So you can see that it has been added twice, so you can once remove and then select it again. So you can see that here Clarity project ID. So now in trigger you have to select all pages, because we want to fire this tag on all pages to track everything on our website. After that click on save. Here you can see that in our list there is a Microsoft Clarity tag that has been added a few seconds ago. If for any reason you would rather not use template, there is another way to do it inside GTM. So you have to again create a new tag, and then here in tag configuration you have to select custom HTML, and then again you have to copy this entire snippet and then paste here in custom HTML. Then you can also give it a name, and then in triggering you have to select all pages, and then you can save it, and it will works the same way as we added with a template. Okay, so I discard changes. Both approaches work exactly the same. The official template is just a bit cleaner and easier to manage for long term. Okay, so here you can see that we have added our Microsoft Clarity tag, and before publishing we must test it. So click on preview, and in the next tab it will ask you to put your website and then connect, and it is connecting our website, so we can verify if our Clarity tag is being fed or not. So here you can see that once our website loads and tag assistant is connected, we can again go back to our debug tab, and here in our tag fed options we can see that our Microsoft Clarity tag has been fed successfully, and it is working. So if it is firing, you are good to go, and you have to go back to your GTM and then click on submit button, and then here you can give a name to your version. In my case I have version 1.6, and let's give it a name Microsoft Clarity, and here in descriptions we can say that Clarity tag added. So then you can click on publish. So here you can see that our version has been published. So when to use this GTM method? So if you are already tracking anything on your site, this is the professional way to manage your tracking setup. It's also the best choice for agencies managing multiple clients or anyone who wants full control over what fares and when. If you are not using GTM yet, the plugin is still a great starting point. Now let me quickly bring it all together. So our first method was using a WordPress Clarity plugin, which is the easiest method and it needs no technical knowledge, which is perfect for beginners and anyone who just want it done fast. And our second method was using direct code, which is good when you are comfortable managing code or working with a developer. But if you are editing theme files, always use a child theme and always backup first. And our third method is GTM, which is the best method if you are already using tag management on your site. It keeps everything organized in one place. Now which is my pick? If you are running any kind of tracking already, go with GTM. If you are just starting out, the plugin will get you up and running in under 2 minutes. Now whichever method you used, here is how to check if it's working or not. Go back to your Clarity account. Here you can see that once we refresh, it says Clarity successfully installed using WordPress. So as we installed it using two methods, so we can see that our Clarity has been connected to our website. And now to verify it further, let's go to our website and let's open our website in an incognito mode. And here let's click around for a minute and we will see it in Clarity if it has been recorded or not. So just let's do some activity on the website. Okay, so now let's go back to our Clarity account, and here inside recordings, click on recordings, and you can see that 3 live users because I am using at 3 places, so you can see real-time activity. So here you can see that we can click on the activity and see the recording. So you can click on play icon, and here you can see that how user is interacting with your website. So this is just the activity we just performed. Okay, and here you can see that heat maps and dashboard option is still gray, and once you have more data, then it will be available for use. So you have to wait for a couple of hours or for a day so that there is enough data for Clarity. Okay, so here if you want to see further your details about your project, then you can see in settings, you can see that here you can change the name of your project, and you can also copy your project ID from this overview page if you already have a project and you want to use it, and you can also see Clarity tour and other options. Okay, that's it for today. 3 methods, 1 goal, and now you know exactly which one fits your situation. If you tried this out, drop a comment below and let me know which method you went with, or if you ran into any issues. I am happy to help. Hit the like button if this was useful, share it with someone who could use it, and subscribe so you get notified every time I post a new video. And I see you in the next video. Bye.